If my mind says, whoa, that movie scene looks beautiful, is that ego? And if someone cries out of grief for a friend who died, is that ego? Is that the ego that Rupert Spira said should die of neglect? It feels so wrong and cruel to me. After 5 years, ego still confuses as a concept. I don't know what different people mean about ego. People mean different things. Basically, I don't think that's what ego is crying at something beautiful, or if somebody dies, crying out grief. I don't think that's ego, but everyone has different titles of what ego is. I think that suffering comes from this energetic contraction, which feels like you are the story that's moving in time, and that's all that you are. And that story in time also always feels slightly uncomfortable and feels like it's got to get something in time. So it's then always looking in time, or that's the result of that. So it always feels this lack of love and this fear of existence when it contracts. Yeah. But it doesn't, I wouldn't really focus too much on that. I would focus more on splitting up in your brain. So there is two things that can be talked about. That can be talked about reconditioning the person, and then the recognition of self and the absolute level. So the absolute level that you aren't experiencing this. The you, the small you, isn't experiencing this. There is something else that is experiencing. So that's the absolute level. On the relative level, you can work on the conditioning of the person to improve and relax the person. And the relaxation of the conditioning and the relaxation of that illusory I won't get that illusory I to enlightenment, because nobody can become enlightened, because who are you? Who are you? There is no you here. Who you are is this mystery, is this everything and nothing. So that you think about reconditioning yourself, or you think about this is ego, or that's ego, or this is that, or that is that, that person never exists here. That person is something that's always moving and changing and can't become enlightened, because it changes all the time. It's always growing and expanding and changing its mind and changing its views and changing its experiences and changing its situation. That person isn't a solid entity. The lie is, the illusion is the belief that that is a solid entity, and that solid entity is conscious and alive. It isn't. And I can talk to you about reconditioning. So if there's some elements of yourself that you struggle with or creates lots of discomfort, then I can talk about reconditioning with you, which I'm happy to do. But that isn't it, because who wakes up? Who? Who let their dogs out? Who? Who?